you gonna film that I get something sharp and your sister's.
She never watches my vlogs. She doesn't even have time to.
Good thing I got Band-Aids.
Yeah, good thing. So Pete went out this afternoon, did a whole bunch of stuff besides getting the motorhome.
Calming formula. Yay.
Yep, those are chewable calming formulas for dogs.
Airspace.
We don't care about that. In fact, those I've been putting in the trash. I'm not saving them for Leland. There's my second bag of hookbill formula.
That's it?
Yep. There's a little kid next door who just runs through our yard where we feed our birds and squirrels and bunnies, and between that's next door on the other side, and between them letting their 3 hunting dogs run around the neighborhood and their kids run through our yard, we barely have any animals left that we like to feed. And they have and their cat. And the tree that we hang the feeder in, the little girl gets on the rock and hits the tree with a stick, and they're just our days of enjoying feeding and watching the wildlife in our yard are over, thanks to the neighbors whose dogs are everywhere all over the neighborhood. Right, love?
Yeah.
Kids running through. Pete was standing in the driveway one day between the motorhome and the van, and the little girl wanted to run through our yard, so she goes, "Excuse me, I want to get through here." And Pete's like, "What?"
Like I'm working in my RV. Get out of my way.
Yeah, what are you doing in my driveway? Anyway, so that's what's going on. Pete went and got my oil change for my car. He took the bus to go get the car, and then he got an oil change, and he took it to the cleaning place and vacuumed it all out, washed it and everything. The car wash, that's what a cleaning place is. I thought maybe you were shooting the breeze with Laura or something. Maybe you stopped at Laura's.
No, actually, I didn't even stop there.
Huh.
So I got money in my pocket.
Yep. Alright, guys. My PD's home. I want to spend time with him, which of course means the phone's going to start ringing.
Does that whenever we try to talk.
It does that whenever we try to talk. Remind me later to tell you about Sleepee. I'll talk to you later. Bye. The UPS truck just pulled up, so Pete just went outside to meet the guy. He pulled up in front and honked. We have 2 deliveries coming today. Obviously, the first one we already opened, but little old Pharaoh. Oh my gosh, the older he is, the sweeter. He's always been a sweet dog. Now he's walking slower, and just this last week or so, he started to act like an old dog, whereas he didn't before. And he's just kind of not always aware, and not usually really aware of what's going on around him. But he seems perfectly happy.
Alma says we should probably be on a first name basis by now. He says, my name's Pat.
Yeah. That was nice. This must be the flea stuff. That is the Capstar and Capstar tablets and the IGR I ordered. There's that little boy, Pharaoh. He's such a good boy.
Knockout.
Knockout. Knockout. Yep. Knockout had a lot of positive reviews. That's the one I chose. There's the Capstar tablets. There's 6 of them in there, which makes them about $4 a pill. But every time, they only knock out the fleas right then and there. So they don't have any residual action. Cat won't get any because that cat is impossible to pill. Right now the cat's outside. I might as well tell you about the cat now, before I forget. Ever since we've been back from camping, Sleepee has been a different cat. He used to lay around just being mellow all the time. Just laid around, mellow. He ate, he slept. He drove us nuts for demanding attention and affection, and laying on us. But that's all he did was lay around, lay in the yard all day, lay in the house all evening. He was just totally mellow. Ever since we've been back, he has been a crazy cat. Totally insane. Totally crazy. Like, he's 10 years old, for crying out loud. Have some dignity. He runs up and down the hall. He races through the house. He gets on the bird tables. He runs around the cages, totally freaking them out. And today he did that. Always he has respected the spray bottle. We don't even have to spray it. I mean, because we used it for training at the beginning. We rarely, I shouldn't say never, but rarely even have to spray it because you shake it and he stops doing whatever it is. Today, he started with the birds. He started in with the birds. He was squeezing between the cages. They were all freaking out. I shook it. He did nothing. So from my chair, because it has a good thing, I sprayed him. And instead of jumping down, which he knows he's not supposed to be up there, he started racing around the cages, jumping from one table to the other, squeezing between. The birds were all flapping and freaking out. Now, mind you, birds are animals who depend on flight to get away from danger. And they know the cat, and they know the cat never bothers them. But suddenly he starts bothering them. They try to get away, and they're slamming against bars because they're stuck in jail. So this is not acceptable. This is absolutely not acceptable. I couldn't catch him. And when I sprayed him, he would just run through between the cages and jump on the other table back and forth. And I was furious. Then he got under the table on my dad's stuff. There's photographs, scrapbooks, bunch of stuff. I don't want to get wet under there. I can't spray him under there, so I chased him out with one of the perches. And, I mean, I didn't hit him, obviously. I just chased him out, pushed him, out from the table. And he was soaked by then from being sprayed. He was drenched, and he didn't care. Well, I couldn't catch him, and at that point he was hissing and spitting at me. So I just let him be. I thought, well, certainly he's learned his lesson by now. Oh no, Kimosabe. About 10 minutes later, he was back at it. And this time, he just sat there and stared at me while I sprayed him. And he wouldn't get down. I couldn't touch him because he was either racing away and further exciting the birds or hissing at me. But he has been almost an out-of-control cat ever since we got back from camping, ever since we got back from that 3 weeks in the motorhome. And it was like an overnight change. He came in the house and boom, he was a different cat. So I yelled at him, go outside. Well, he loves to be outside, and this morning it was foggy and damp and stuff out, so he didn't go out. Now it's sunny and pretty outside, so I just said, go outside, and he loves to go out, so he ran to the back door, soaking wet, almost dripping, or definitely dripping in places. And I opened the back door, and he ran out, and there he is, and that's where he's going to stay. I'm tempted to just put a cat house out there and leave him out there all the time because you don't mess with my birds. I don't know what's gotten into him. What I do know is better change because this is not acceptable. You do not upset my birds. I don't care what kind of animal you are, and I don't care who you are. You just don't do that. So, and he never has. He's never been like this with them. So I'm pretty torqued right now, and I am pretty angry with that cat. I have no idea what's going on with him, but this is not going to continue. I'm going to work it out. One way or another it will be worked out, and my birds will not be terrorized. Whatever happens, my birds will not be terrorized. Let's see, what have we eaten today? I had leftover chicken and vegetables with Alfredo sauce from last night. Then this afternoon I had a bit of a sweet tooth, so I had some of this semi-sweet chocolate, which I had picked up on a whim at Big Lots last week. 13 grams per serving, so I ate 26 grams of carbs in here. Hi guys, this is supper. Steaks on the grill. Low carb ketchup that I bought, didn't make because I bought it to have in the motorhome. and green beans fried in, from frozen, fried in bacon fat with onion powder and sea salt and a little bit of garlic, and then about a tablespoon of butter in the end. So that is dinner. See you guys later. Hi guys, it's almost 11 o'clock, and I'm going to just finish up my vlog now because I've been, actually what I planned for the evening didn't work out. We ended up watching a couple episodes of Hawaii Five-O instead. Gosh darn, we missed that show. I guess I did record a little bit today here and there. Today was just another average day. Didn't do anything or go anywhere. Tomorrow morning is my mom's meeting at the nursing home. They have quarterly meetings with like the director of nursing and the dietitian and the activity and social work and all that. They have quarterly meetings. The cat was outside all day. He just came in a few minutes ago, went straight to the bathroom for the night where he always sleeps anyway. Alright guys, I will see you later. I will see you tomorrow, I guess. I watched some vlogs today. I'll keep watching vlogs tomorrow and every day until I get them all watched. And this weekend I anticipate having more time to watch some vlogs because there's not a whole lot going on. So I will see you tomorrow. I hope everybody's having a great week. Take care. God bless and good night.